So I keep seeing this thing about people cutting their own hair, and some of it's actually turning out really well. I have my cosmetology license, but I don't currently practice it. And problem that I found is that I know how to do a really good cut, but to get that same good cut in return is really hard. Even if I literally tell them exactly what to do, they just don't listen. Most of the time I go to the hairdresser, they end up chopping off at least 6 inches. So for the haircut that I like, you start with the back of the hair, you layer it down, taking small sections, and you would cut a 1 length straight across, and then take the next layer and the next layer until it just doesn't reach anymore. And you do that straight. So I like a straight 1 length, and then usually I ask for long layers, of which you'd section the hair up like this and cut short to long so it connects in the back, and then face framing. But I can't seem to get this whenever I go to the hairstylist, so we're gonna try this new trick that I keep seeing, of which is literally just sectioning off the hair, bringing it forward, and cutting. I'm not sure how this can do the same job as something that usually takes many different sections, because that's the difference between like a good hairstylist and just quickly cutting it from your mom or something at home, is that the clean sectioning, the clean parts, small amounts at a time to really get a precise good look. That's the difference. But I'm really curious, and I figure if it doesn't come out good, then I can just go and get it done by someone who's not going to do a good job anyways. So let's try it out. And we're gonna be doing this on the kitchen table because why not? It's easier to sweep up, and honestly, the bathroom has terrible lighting. I don't feel like doing that to you guys. But the only thing you're gonna need for this is a hairbrush, brush your hair, a comb, some scissors. I'm gonna use these possibly in this section. Other people are doing it with a hair tie, but I think I'm just gonna be able to hold it and do it. But first step is I'm just gonna brush my hair. So it's even. Usually you'd be doing this from a wet cut to be really precise, but I kind of want more dimension to it, and I figure that if I do it dry, it's going to give me just more dimension because it won't be so even, and then I'll have to do less work at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and brush my hair really quick. So I've brushed my hair. Personally, I hate brushing clean hair of mine because it just doesn't look as good. I think my hair looks better when it's not brushed. It just gets a little poofy and weird. Then I parted it down the middle. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a horseshoe. So it's going to be from the center down to right behind the ear. So let's see if I can do this in the camera. Okay. So basically, just taking a clean part from right behind the ear. And I'm just kind of making this up as I go. The people who I was watching did not do this with any sort of precision. They just did it like really quickly. We'll put it that way. So I'm just gonna do it the way that you would normally section off hair for haircuts. And then we want to follow it. So we want to go to the top of the ear from there. And then we'll see if it's that even. I'm not sure. That might be a little bit, it might have gone a little bit not enough on this side. But a really good way to know if you are even is to hold it back. Let's see. See right there. We got right there and right there. Let's see. That's actually pretty good. It's pretty even, I think. Hopefully. You know better than I do. Now, what I'm afraid of is that in theirs, what they did was they definitely, and this side definitely feels like it has a little bit more hair, but we're gonna just go with it because I don't even know if this is gonna work out. So, what they were doing though is they were taking this and putting it in a ponytail and then cutting like that. Personally, I don't see how the divot from where you're going to do the ponytail, like by doing that, you're crunching this hair, right? So that's going to create different depth. So I'm going to just take it like this, and I'm not going to do that. I really think the best way to do this is to just pull it down, try to make it even, So that's what you're doing with this haircut. Because your shortest length, if you're cutting it all out the same way, the shortest length is going to be from here, and then this is going to be longer because you're overextending it. And this is the same concept that we do with haircuts, is you do take it over to one side so that it stays longer in certain areas. And I do usually, so the haircut that I usually do, it parts it down the center, and then you cut from short to long this way, but above the head. So we're gonna see if this works. I literally have no idea, but I'm gonna do it a bit differently of not using the hair tie. I'm just trying to keep it. See, I don't know how all of that hair, by cutting this straight, how this is gonna get you your dimension, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try just a little bit. We're gonna try like that much. Oh, this is like so scary. So we wanna make sure our fingers are straight. And cut little sections at a time. Don't do it all at once. And then where the notch of my finger is, I'm actually gonna reposition, because that notch will change the length of the hair. And this is something that we do in hair, like with actual haircuts. So you don't want to leave it after that notch. Because see, look, that's already different. That's where the notch was before. Okay, let's see if that's halfway even. It's like scary. I don't know how this can create layers, but we're gonna see. This is just such a weird haircut. Okay, so now I'm gonna take it underneath here and just look at it myself. This is gonna be an easier way to gauge it. Okay. So it's pretty even. There's a couple little pieces that I'd like to trim up. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna trim up right in here. By not putting it in front of you, by putting it down, you can actually see how it is. And just pull the hair down. You want to use a tight comb to really see what's happening. All right, I think I'm gonna actually do this like this. We're gonna point cut this, because I don't quite trust all of that. So I'm gonna point cut up into a V. Did I already do this? That's the question. I don't know how this could be a good idea, but all right, let's see. First impression. Okay, well, like I thought, you cannot get an accurate. What is this haircut? What are people doing to themselves? So I want to know. Okay, let's just redo the part. Make sure we have an even part. This is the silliest. Okay, so I point cut it up because I didn't trust cutting that, and this side got cut. Okay, so the point cut on this side that I did is actually pretty good for doing it flipped upside down. So we gotta make this side even now though, because we did not commit on this side. And this is the problem when you're doing these kinds of things, like upside down, how are you supposed to? So I'm gonna point cut. See how we already have that V being made? I'm gonna just make it even. I'm gonna cut like this. I want to focus on there. God, I should have put on real makeup for this. Okay, see, so now we have a pretty even, nice line. To you guys, the part doesn't look even, but I'm looking in the mirror behind you and it is. All right, so let's see if we did, is this the same place? This is why it's not good to do your own hair. This is what I never do. See, that's so uneven. So I definitely need to make this more even. So that's in the front. That's in the front too. Okay, those are even. Just have more hair on some side. Okay. I don't get this haircut at all. This is the weirdest haircut. I do not recommend it. I don't know what. I saw this other girl and she did it and it looked good. But I think she just didn't know what to look for after the fact. So it got even right there. We still have this thing. I think we're just gonna cut it straight. No. You know what? I don't like this at all. This is a terrible idea. Do not do this. Do not do this. Go to the hairstylist. Because, like, you're only getting this front part. You're not getting this back part. So by doing it from there, it makes no sense. Okay. We're gonna take some more hair. We're gonna fix this haircut. Because that was silly. Okay, so we're gonna add some face framing, but going right in here. Just taking that first little layer. And connecting these. And this is how you do face framing, is you bring it in front of you like this. You don't bring it above the head and all of that. I don't know how those people were doing it like that. This is how you do face framing. Keep it all taut, bring it forward. Let's see, does that match more? Let's see what this side's looking like. Like, what is this? This should be, when you do a cut, when you do this front face framing, it should be more of a V. But when you're looking at it like this, when you're pulling it forward, you're making it straight. That's not making a V. Do not do this haircut. Oh my God, I can't even imagine, because people do the back too, they bring it over. You're not gonna have a straight line. It didn't even work on the front part, which I thought maybe it would work for. I mean, if you just want to cut like these, wow, what a stupid trend. Just go get your hair cut. Just go get it done. This is the stupidest thing. I gotta even this side out because it was longer. So we're gonna just cut in a V. And I'm point cutting here because it's a softer thing than just doing a straight cut. So you can point cut in. It'll make it soft and lay better than just doing a straight cut. Yeah. I'm so glad I only tried to do the layering portion. That was stupid. Okay, so I just went in and you just want to check that you have the same lengths. So the same length, you want to find that you have the same length across on both sides. Same length. You got these ones, same length, we're good. But you want to check the lengths on either side. I do not recommend doing this haircut. It's terrible. It's not a good hack. you can go to a hair school and get your hair cut for $10. Do that. Don't do this. This is stupid.